Hello, my lovely angels. I hope you guys are looking forward to this week's readings. I will dive into it, but before I do, I just want to say that as much as tarot is such an amazing and incredible tool to find guidance, to find clarity, to help us sometimes when we feel a bit lost or low, the most amazing thing that we can do for ourselves is actually connecting with ourselves. So I luckily have an incredible partnership with a lovely meditation apps that I think that you guys will be interested in. So if you are, Aura is an incredible app that has everything in it, from meditations to sleep sounds to therapy, even coaching sounds on there, audios on there that can really help you. Breath work, hypnosis, there is so many things on there, affirmations, I could carry on, ASMR, everything. There's so much variety on there of anything that you could potentially need. So I do just want to give it a lovely shout out. It's something that I love to use and found great benefit in. So it's been on this channel for a while. I do shout them out every now and again because I do really genuinely believe that it's beneficial. So if you do want to tap in, if you do want to try the app out, I do have a lovely 7-day free trial for you guys to use if you just click the link down below. And if you do want to carry on with the app, which I guarantee most of you will after you try it out, you do also get 25% off the membership as well. So give it a go. 7-day free trial, nothing to lose there. And if it benefits you, then you also get a lovely discount as well. So, and let me know if you enjoy it, because I love it. I use it all the time whenever I sit down and meditate. So I definitely feel like it will help you guys out as well. So if you need it, there it is. I will jump straight into the readings now. So let's go over to your message. Hello, my lovely Aquarians out there. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to your weekly reading. This will be for the week of the 1st to the 7th of July. So we will just dive into it. I am feeling a lot better, but you might be able to hear in my voice that I was sick recently. So I'm still finally getting my energy back. So let's just dive in. Let's see what's going on for you guys. For Aquarius, I'm hearing just some peace and quiet. Maybe that's something that you guys just feel like you need. All right, let's dive in. So you have the Blessed card and Regeneration. When regeneration comes up in a reading, especially this card, I always say you're being protected at this time. So what's happening is Spirit is taking you out of situations that either you have outgrown and it has no use for you anymore, or it's actually starting to harm you or affect you in some way. I always say whoever I'm reading for is the tree. You have that lovely blue ribbon around you, which I always see as protection. And that light is taking that tree out of that kind of lava or just disturbed soil. So as a tree, you have roots, you are absorbing the things around you. Maybe you guys here, Aquarius, are an empath. So you naturally absorb the energies that are around you. And in this case, Spirit's saying it's no good for you anymore to be absorbing that. Again, maybe you've just outgrown it, or maybe it's harming you, or it's just doing you no good. All right, so you are being taken out of a situation, and that's interesting that it came up with the Blessed card, because actually I see this card as dodging a bullet. Okay, I don't know why I'm seeing a skull. I don't know if someone has a tattoo of a skull, or if something about the skull is important. I don't know, but they're just showing me that. The Blessed card is dodging a bullet. It's about understanding that something that we once wanted to jump into, actually we were better off because we were not ready for it, or maybe it was something again that was not good for you. And that now that you're evolving and you're transforming, you're realizing there's something much better out there for you than what you once wanted. Okay, that's the way I see it. Focusing on gratitude is always important when that Blessed card comes in. It's about not needing things to speed up or needing things to look dramatic and chaotic in a good way. You know, it's just about understanding that actually I like that peace and quiet. I'm enjoying, or focusing again on enjoying the time before things get chaotic again. All right, let's have a little look and see. I actually have other decks to go through first. So let's see for Aquarius this week. I'm hearing Reed, R-E-E-D. You have Angel of Love, one more. Angel of Love and Broken Heart. So this could actually be like a breakup situation that they're highlighting here. You have Angel of Love and Broken Heart, but it doesn't have to be romantic. You know, anyone that you care about has the potential to break your heart. So maybe this is like friendship, or again, something that you clearly cared about. Maybe it's something that you had taken away from. Okay. Angel of Love seems to be healing your heart here. Maybe some rose quartz. I never really ever recommend crystals, but there is a rose quartz here, and I feel like because it's a crystal of love, that it might be something that you guys might benefit from. So if you have one, make sure you're charging it up. And if you don't have one, maybe if you're feeling cold to it, definitely go and get it. And actually, I'll link where I get my beautiful necklace crystals from, because it's a lovely lady. But just saying, like, that was not supposed to be a plug. That just happened to be, I was wearing it today, which might be why I was feeling cold to say it for you guys. Weird. But anyway, rose quartz might help you, but really the power is within. You can help yourself when it comes down to this. You have some spiritual guidance here who's trying to help you, bring you in love. All right. Maybe the regeneration, you were taken out of unloving situations, okay, so that you can focus on loving yourself and giving that to yourself. So ironic, because I was holding onto this deck, and this deck is Whispers of Love. So it clearly is a key theme is your heart. Your heart space is on love in your life. It's super important this week for some reason. Let's see. Thank you. You have 2 from this deck. You have embrace your emotions. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. Let it out. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. When we are neglecting our feelings, saying it's not the right time, I'm not going to cry now, or if you see it as a weakness, or if you are still refusing, even if when you feel pain and you've cried about it enough times, but you still feel like crying about it, then it's okay to release that energy and to accept that feeling. Okay, you don't have to hold on to it forever. And in fact, when you push down emotions, they stay there. But when you let them out, you're letting them into the universe. Okay, so you're giving them up. Okay, you're letting them out. So embrace your emotions. That's so ironic that we have that, considering clearly something needs to be cried. And clearly you've been feeling some pain. Be willing to express love to receive love. And that includes to yourself too, to your pets, to the universe around you, just putting the energy out there. But most importantly, it's from within. So for some of you, if you want love in your life, then you got to give it to yourself. Okay? And make sure you are giving it to others too. You got to be open to it when you're ready for it. What else do I have here? I want to get you the Animal Spirit deck. Ooh, Wombat Spirit says, be at home. That also represents being within. Sometimes the home is not just our house, it's also your body, the vessel that your soul lives in, okay? So some of you, it's really about coming back to self. Being at home, being where you're comfortable so that you can have that safe space to heal something, to process something. All right. Aquarius, loneliness. You have loneliness and doubt coming through for you guys, okay? Maybe you guys have dealt with a lot of crappy people in your life, and people who may have betrayed you, and, you clearly want connection. For those who I'm speaking to, maybe you have a fear of opening up because there's still pain. This says, as an affirmation, something to tell yourself, or put it in the comments if it helps you to affirm it, is I know that I'm never alone. There are always people out there who care for you, who love you. There are even strangers who care for you. Trust me. People here are very lovely and look out for each other. So, there's always people who understand what you're going through. So whenever you feel alone in your pain, especially, just remember that there are so many people who are just like you out there, who can support one another and give you understanding and, a shoulder to cry on and stuff like that. I feel like I just heard like a dog crying, like whinging, when dogs do that when they're alone. You also have doubt. I released the need to know all the answers. So releasing doubt, releasing the need to know the answers here is important this week. Let's carry on. Let's get you some more. We will look into your tarot, so don't worry. Right, what else do we have for my lovely Aquarius? Listening and freedom and support. which is just like that loneliness card. You have spiritual guidance around you. You have people in the spirit world who are looking out for you, by the way, as well. Okay, Aquarius. You have global support. I don't know what that means. You have listening. Spirit is listening to you. You guys could be good listeners and feel like you don't have that support around you, but trust me that there is. Just showed some nudity, so hopefully I don't get cancelled for that from YouTube, but you have freedom. Listening and freedom and support. All right, let's dive into your tarot. Let's see what's going on for you guys this week. My lovely Aquarius, let's get 3 cards for your energy and the overall energy for this week. 7 of Cups came up first, so this is about having a lot of options and not really being sure 100% about which one to choose. It doesn't have to be a bad card, but maybe you're just feeling a bit confused this week or a little bit unsure or indecisive. You have the 3 of Pentacles as well, so something to focus on this week is the plan, is the core of something. So sometimes that can be about you. Sometimes, I mean, maybe there is maybe a collaboration coming up, a project that maybe you're working on with somebody, maybe a relationship even as well. The Temperance is about taking your time with something. There's no need to rush the foundations. The foundations are the most important parts of something. So whether it's settling into a home, don't be in the rush to do things. I really feel like is something coming through here. The Temperance is also about harmony. It's about forgiveness at times. It's about balancing opposing energies to find that sweet spot in between. So before you go on the rest of your journey here, let's clarify what they're saying. Clarify the 7 of Cups, 2 of Wands. Some of you may have like a lot of options when it comes down to what you want in your future. Maybe it does get a little bit confusing at times. So make sure that you're getting clear on what it is that you want, but just remember the universe is listening to what it is that you desire. Okay, and trust that it will come in the right time. Let's get you 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles came out with the 8 of Swords. Let's get one more. And the 3 of Swords. So this is where there is a problem. Again, either collaboration or building something here. I always say this is like the beginning stages of something. So if it's like a new career, then it's just like the beginning stages of it, or a relationship, then it's just about kind of finding the right foundation. You have the 3 of Swords, which is about heartache and pain, and the 8 of Swords, which is that feeling of being stuck and anxious and unable to move. It is just her reflection, though, of how she sees herself. So for some of you, this is where that doubt card is coming through. And again, the affirmation for that is, I release the need to know all the answers. For some of you, you might be building something at the moment or trying to plan for something, but there is a lot of pain surrounding that when you think about it, or when you're focusing on it. There is even a lot of strings here as well that is either pulling you apart or holding you together. This is pulling her heart apart, and this is keeping her trapped. So it's something around this 3 of Pentacles. Some of you might be afraid of rebuilding, for example, whether it's on your own or with somebody else, because you've been in a difficult situation, because you've had the Tower. For some of you, it definitely feels like previously you've built something up, felt confident about it, and it came crashing down. And I feel like this is why there is so much fear moving forward and maybe chasing a dream, chasing a goal, because you're afraid that might happen again. And I would say there is clearly some healing that still needs to happen here because of that broken heart and because of the 3 of Swords. Clearly there's some very intense pain here. But remember, you don't have to stay stuck there. This can be healed. This can be worked on, but we have to cut ties with things that are pulling us apart or making that pain worse. And also stop seeing yourself as hopeless, helpless. You are free. Okay, the way that you see yourself is, this reflection of yourself. The way that you see yourself is stuck and it's hopeless, but you have more power than you realize over what it is that you're building, okay? And the Temperance card here.
the Nine of Swords. So again, a lot of fears coming up here, and the Death card. So there is transformation afoot. I don't know why I want to say that, but afoot. There is transformation afoot. Death and rebirth. Okay, what you're worrying about merely is, I know it hurts to say that, like, is an imagination. When we think about the past, it's no longer our reality. It's something we've lived, but it's now a memory. It's our imagination is bringing that back up again. We're not there anymore, but it's our brain and our imagination that brings it back. The same with like worrying about the future and potential things that might happen. I'm sure we can all think about worst case scenarios, but it's still your imagination. These are not real things, but because we're feeling it, our body doesn't know the difference between a thought and what's really happening, especially when your imagination is very vivid. So what could be happening is that your body's reacting to these fears and it's slowing you down, and maybe having a physical, I don't know why I want to say this, but maybe having a physical effect in your life. So whether it's like your body and your health, or maybe it's even like actual situations that manifest. Okay, so the Temperance and the Death card is actually quite powerful here, because Temperance is really about slowing down and balancing and healing something. It's this angel who's bringing balance. Okay, it's bringing grounded energy. So some of you could really benefit again by slowing down, going through those feelings. Okay, understanding those feelings. Where are these coming from? Like, why is this still impacting me? Like, really diving deep, spending some time with yourself, not rushing ahead. It's going to be so important for this transformation. And going back to that regeneration card, which is practically the Death card here, is that transformation. It's like the ending and a new beginning. It seems to be coming from, this could either be because of your fears. So now Spirit's trying to take you away from that fearful place and that energy and frequency of fear, and trying to lift up your vibrations so that you can go more into the light, or definitely just spending some time within to actually really understand and analyze how to bring harmony into your world. Let's carry on though. I think I will go through the challenges, but I'm pretty sure we've already spoken about it. What's the challenges that Aquarius might face this week? One more. Thank you. It's that devil energy. I knew the devil would come up because I was sensing it. Good thing is you have the Temperance, and I like to say that they kind of balance each other out. 3 of Cups being a challenge, 4 of Pentacles being a challenge, and the devil. So, okay. So 3 of Cups as a challenge could be, again, either your social circle, your environment could be a bit of a challenge, especially if people are not really, I'm getting a message for somebody. You know, when you spend around time with people who kind of love to live in low vibrational, they love to live in gossip, and they love to live in suffering. You know, those kind of people who find joy in speaking about their suffering all the time, and it's always woe is me and nothing ever good happens to me. It could be if you are dealing with people who are like that around you, that could be weighing you down. That 4 of Pentacles is being weighed down by something here. For others of you, if that doesn't resonate, then the 3 of Cups in a challenge position for me is also like focusing too much on short-term gains and not enough on long-term. So it's like kind of like doing those things that we know we shouldn't be doing. Like, I don't know if it's social media or having, you know, a lot to drink or partying all the time when really you want to grow in life. So your priorities need to change a little bit out of short-term happiness, and you enjoy having those moments, but they're only short-lived, and actually start prioritizing long-term happiness and success. Okay, that's something for some of you as advice. The 4 of Pentacles is that limited mindset. It's that fear that if he lets go of what he's, you know, currently holding on to, then either he's going to be open and vulnerable, or he's going to lose the progress that he's made. Like there is just a fear about being open to an abundance. So it kind of keeps us chained to that devil, to that low vibrational energy. So for some of you, a challenge is about taking that chain off, letting go of the fears that may come with, you know, stepping out into your freedom. Okay, being vulnerable, being open in the unknown. It does feel like it's like stepping away from the devil. And the devil can be anything. Fears, you know, our fears are what keep us safe. if we were being chased by like a lion, then that fear is going to make you run away, right? But we don't live in times like that. So fears can sometimes be like a boss, and we, instead of running away from it, we feel tied to it. We feel like we have to, or maybe because of money, you're tied to it feels like you're tied to a fear that's weighing you down. Or maybe it's just a toxic person in your life. Or again, it could be an internal thing, comparison to others, jealousy or envy, or which all comes from low vibrating. It comes from not believing in your own abundance. So that's only for a few of you out there, but it feels like you're attached or you feel chained to something. And I don't think it's your fault. I think you're aware of it. Maybe it's your loyalties that are keeping you stuck to something, or your habits that are keeping you stuck to something that isn't so empowering. In fact, it seems the opposite. When the devil is involved, they're too afraid to take that chain off. So they keep stuck to what's familiar, even if it is painful. You understand? That's the kind of vibes. And we all do that internally, even without it being so dramatic as what I'm saying. Like sometimes it's our subconscious mind. We all know that maybe we should have better dialogue with ourselves, or, that we should believe in ourselves, or think that we're beautiful and amazing, which we all are. Sometimes if we're in a habit of thinking otherwise, then we can't help but feed into it. What is the advice for my lovely Aquarians? This is going to be like an intense week, I will say, more so in a sense of your emotions, and like this is internal. So you have the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, 10 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Swords. Your advice is where you're focusing your energy. The 9 of Cups is telling me that you are going to have wish fulfillment, so focus on what makes you feel fulfilled and go after that. Okay. I'm hearing it's like another trophy up your sleeve or on your sleeve. What is it? Like there's a phrase, another trophy up your sleeve. I think that's what they say. Instead of these being like just dreams and goals and your imagination of what you want, you actually start to achieve them. And that's your advice here, is to actually start going after it one by one. Start off with a small one, okay? And slowly you'll start to build momentum about going after things that you feel called to go after. The 10 of Pentacles, financial recognition, financial reward, because it's in a position of your advice. This is usually also like a legacy and focusing on the future, that future outcome that you want. So stability, freedom, financial freedom, whatever it is, a happy home, happy family, is stable future. Focus on that. Focus on what you can achieve by coming outside of that, of what's familiar, and use that as a way to push you through and actually achieving this plan. This is linking to this. They're in the same line anyway. So something that you will be working on this week, but you're dealing with a lot of pain at the same time, so it's hard to focus on that or feel happy about it. I will tell you, once you break free of that devil energy and those fears and that heartache, you're completely capable of having that. And it feels like that's what Spirit's saying. You're able to have wish fulfillment. You're able to have that financial freedom or that stable, amazing legacy. It's just about moving forward and detaching and letting go, and trusting that when you let go of chaos and conflict or whatever it is, bad environment, you're able to move forward with lessons learned. Maybe some of you will be moving. Okay, some of you might be changing your environment, changing what's around you. But the 6 of Swords is about moving towards better times. So that's your advice. It's really pushing you to focus that way and not the past. All right, overall outcome for the week then, very quickly. 8 of Cups, walking away from things that don't serve you emotionally anymore. Page of Cups, again, that's the emotional week. Some of you, this actually could be a bit about like paying attention to your inner child and what they would say, and coming from that place of wisdom and guiding yourself, because the Hermit is about analyzing something from a higher perspective and being able to see the path through hope and through, he has the star there. The star is the goal. So allowing that star, that purpose, your north node, to guide you, your North Star. I do see you making a big decision actually. And maybe it's just like a conscious decision within first that's going to allow you to pave the way moving forward. But there could be an emotional message coming up this week for you when it comes down to maybe leaving something behind. It may trigger you emotionally, but it almost is that sense of freedom again for you. Okay, my angels, so let me know how this resonated for you. Okay, I would love to know how it resonates with you if it does already. So please put that in the comments section. But thank you so much for being here with me. I hope this has helped in some ways, and I will see you guys next time. All right.